Howdy folks. So I just want to do a quick video just to show some concepts I've been working on for cabinet handles, and I think they've come out really cool. And I've got like, I think 6 here. I've got 6 that I've tested that have come out really good. This one here is pretty simple. Well, they're all quite simple to be honest, but they're all got quite a fun bubbly aesthetic. And I think I prefer, so you can see here I've used fuzzy skin on this one, and I actually think I prefer the fuzzy skin look. There's a few I'm printing at the moment without the fuzzy skin, and I think I definitely prefer this look. It just makes it look a little bit more refined, which seems a right ridiculous thing to say when, you know, it's a fuzzy skin. It looks, we spent years in 3D printing trying to not show layer lines, and then now intentionally showing layer lines actually works out quite a lot of the time. But yeah, so this is one of them which I really like. Each of them has a hole in the back for heat set insert, which means that you can just use a normal fitting on a cabinet door, because obviously cabinet doors generally have a hole in them. You put a bolt through into, and I don't know if you can see here, but there's a lot of additional walls added around where the heat set insert comes, so these will be really strong, so there's no real concern with that. This is the first one. I really like this one. This is designed to be in this orientation, so you would, you know, if you imagine this is the door, you would come to it like this. This one has 2 points, and for the ones where, now I could theoretically just put a single point in the top, but then I feel like you're going to get rotation, and with these ones I think things being aligned properly is important. So I've done 2, and for these, each of these is going to have effectively an alignment plate that you'll be able, it'll just basically be this shape here with the holes in, so you'll be able to put them on the door and then mark the holes where you want the alignment to be. So it'll just make it a lot easier, because obviously some doors and some cabinets with their pre-drilled holes won't do that. But yeah, I just think these are so modern, they're so unique. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw something like this in IKEA. Yeah, I really like that one. This one is a little bit bigger, and it's a chunky, like, really satisfying to grab a hold of, this one. Now this won't have all these holes. This is because when I was designing this, I did a radial array of an existing one I'd designed. In fact, was it this one? Yes, it was this one. So you can see this one here is this radially aligned, which is why you have all these additional holes. But the final version won't have all of those. It'll just have 2, because it doesn't need all of them. Potentially 3 if you want the central one. But yeah, I like this one too. It's really satisfying to grab a hold of, this one. Let's put that one there, that one there. This one was a real surprise. I absolutely love this design. So I was going for just a simple donut, but then I've basically hollowed out the inside with this smooth transition, and again, it's just very satisfying to grab a hold of. And I've taken the fuzzy skin into the inside, which I think you'll be able to see. So I'm really pleased with this one. This one's was one of the ones I wasn't actually that keen on when I designed it on the computer, and then when I printed it off, it's one of my favorites actually. And there is another version of this one coming that has an additional donut in the middle, so it's like a dual donut, but that one's printing at the moment, so I can't show that one off, but that's good. This one here is pretty similar to this one, but this one has a twist to it, whereas this one is very straight. Well, it's not straight, obviously it's got a curve to it, but it's not twisted on the radial array. And again, satisfying to grab a hold of, and just quite like a nice unique shape. I really think, like, with 3D printing, and especially cabinet handles and things like this, because cabinet handles are generally like either injection molded or like cast, you can get some really unique shapes here that, like, stuff like this arc here would be a real problem with injection molding, and not a problem so much with casting, but it could be more tricky. So you can get some really unique shapes. So I think there is actually space in 3D printing to get some really unique stuff that stands out in the market for cabinet handles. But yeah, I like this one. I did originally think about putting and I might still do this, a small sphere in the middle here that could be coloured, and then it would kind of look like a flower. But I don't know, I just thought that was a little bit too on the nose, and I was going for this minimalist, like funky, bubbly aesthetic for these. So that's that one. And then the last one I've got to show right now is this one, which I really, really like. It's got quite an interesting profile. As you can see, again, this is a shape that you just would not be able to make with, well, actually you probably could make this one with injection molding, but it would be difficult. And obviously injection molding is not as accessible as 3D printing. But yeah, it's such a cool little like funky wibble. As you'll have seen, I've been on a bit of a drive with this wibble aesthetic at the moment, but people seem to really like the designs, and I'm really keen on this one. So this one could be on the door in this orientation or this orientation. It's got a good angle to it to grab at all times, and again, lots of reinforcement added in here for the heat set insert, so I'd have no real concerns about using these as handles. And I've actually printed them with quite a low infill for the tests, so they're quite light, but I think it might be quite nice, although then again, if you mount it to a door, who knows whether the weight matters. But in hand now, these feel a little bit light, so I might increase the infill, I don't know. But again, that's something, if you're printing it for your store, then you can make those changes in the slicer to might hit the efficiencies you want with the material. But yeah, so this is the 6 that we have so far. I'll release them all on MakerWorld, but I've just got a few more that I'm testing out at the moment. But I think they're pretty unique, and I hope you like them too. So I just want to give a little short video showing off these. This is a bit of what I did over the weekend. So thank you very much for your support, and I will check in the coming days with how we get on with these. Keep an eye on MakerWorld, and you'll probably see them appear soon, although they will appear in the download portal first, because we've got ahead now on the download portal over MakerWorld. So again, thank you very much, and I will speak again soon.